If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
What is poppin' YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Endgame. So today, tickets are now on sale worldwide. So make sure to go and buy them if you want to watch the movie on the opening day. In UK, it is Thursday the 25th, and I believe in America it's pretty much around the same day. I'm not too sure exactly, but what is interesting is tickets are selling out really fast, and in most places they're doing double bill, so you can watch Infinity War and you can watch Endgame 6 hours plus back to back, which would be insane. You can even watch it the night before in the UK, but obviously by the time you get to the Endgame part, it will technically be Thursday. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. So the winner has already received their Infinity Gauntlet. I overlay a picture right here so you can see it, just for, like, I guess you could say, to show you that the competitions are real. Sometimes people question them, I have no idea why. So we are starting a new giveaway for Endgame tickets. If you want to win 3 Endgame tickets, either IMAX or 2D or 3D, whatever you want to win, all you got to do is comment down below what is your favorite moment from the first trailer, second trailer, new trailer that we got today, and also subscribe to the channel with notifications on. So today we got a new TV spot trailer. I guess it is a new trailer. There is a lot of misleading confusion scenes going on in this first trailer. If you watch it under the perception that in the trailers we're not going to see past the first 20 minutes, that's where things get confusing. If you believe that we're not going to see things past the first 20 minutes. So let's break it down. So I'm just going to read the dialogue of the whole trailer first. If we do this, we're going to be short-handed. Bruce Banner. Yeah, you mean because he killed all of our friends. War Machine. We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try. Overlays Black Widow, Steve Rogers, Marvel music intros. It's not about how much we've lost. It's about how much we have left. Overlays the Benatar and Tony and Pepper are hugging it out. Tony Stark is now back at the Avengers. We've got to finish this, says Tony. Which is interesting because does this discredit that Pepper Potts is going to be in the rescue suit and save Tony Stark? Because why would she be saving Tony Stark if she's in the same place when he appears to be coming down, which was the same backdrop as when they were looking up for something in the sky? So I'm pretty much convinced that Pepper Potts won't be involved in saving Tony Stark anymore. But like I said, this trailer is pretty misleading. Tony and Steve, you trust me? I do. They shake hands. And then this is the part of the trailer where it gets interesting because we hear Thanos say this: you could not live with your failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me, Thanos. So if you just read it as the dialogue, it is pretty interesting. Then if you overlay it with what happens in images, it is pretty cool. So the first shot we see leading to the Avengers HQ, then Bruce Banner's talking about we're going to be short-handed, we can't do this. And this is where it gets interesting. So obviously Captain America has the super serum inside him, and I've picked up on this before, and no, I'm not nitpicking. This is what I kind of do, breakdowns, is the fact that if you go back and watch the first time we seen Captain America get the super serum, he looks hella small. No, he doesn't look small compared to the average person. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying his physique looks well out of condition. It doesn't look the same as the Steve Rogers we know. Now, did the kind of scene where Thanos fingered the universe, did that somehow get rid of all his gains from the super serum? Because it's a scene where he's shaving. He looks freaking tiny, which is interesting. And also we get like the Guardian of the Galaxy reunion. Rocket is here with Nebula. So we see the Benatar rock into what we perceive as the Avengers HQ, like I said before. and Pepper hugs Tony, and it looks like an emotional state. It looks like the first time she's seen him in such a long time because he's been lost at space, like we were led to believe that he was actually going to die. But is this our Tony Stark? Well, there's no indication that it is our Tony Stark. It's a Tony Stark, but like I said, they're being misleading. They're trying to say we're not showing you much, then they show you a brand new trailer, 1 minute long, with a load of new scenes for people like us to break everything down, which is very interesting because everyone thought that Pepper was going to get in that rescue suit because the last thing she said during Infinity War that she was going to come get him. But this kind of discredits that now. So there's a really cute emotional scene here, and it's pretty deep, seeing as Nebula's going to have a heavy storyline in this movie. Rocket holds Nebula's hand like he's comforting her. Obviously, Gamora's dead at this point. We all know she's coming back, let's be honest, guys. But it is a quite cute scene. Then we get to see Iron Man's new suit, which looks pretty damn badass. Then we get another shot of what everyone thought was fake, of Thor calling Stormbreaker. It flies past Captain Marvel and she gives him a cute little look. See, now this is in this scene, it makes more factual. There's more evidence that it wasn't just a throwaway scene. It wasn't a throwaway Avengers Endgame kind of plot, I guess you could say. It wasn't a throwaway bit. Then I think what we're going to get here is the Avengers Assemble part. We get Hawkeye, War Machine, Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, Nebula, Rocket, Ant-Man. That's important. Remember, Ant-Man's there. And then we get Black Widow, and it looks like her hair's slightly changed colour. But it's interesting, is only one of them, being Rocket, is in his suit, but I guess because he's an animal, he has to be in some kind of clothing, which is very interesting. So potentially in this bit, they're going to go Avengers Assemble, which, I mean, it would be pretty bad if it did happen in this part because we are led to believe that it's only the first 20 minutes of the movie when we know it's not actually that. So the next bit is very confusing. I've been talking to someone about this today. It's really confusing. Not confusing if you take it at face value. So we have Tony Stark and Steve Rogers shake hand. So during this, he says, "Do you trust me?" And then Rogers replies, "I do." They shake hands. Now this is where it gets very interesting because I don't think this is Steve Rogers. If you look at his hand is tiny, so tiny. And obviously, for some reason, Tony Stark likes to shake people's hand. As someone noted out to me, Tony Stark does shake hands in a certain way. Now, I think this scene here has been edited. I don't even think it's our Captain America because it just doesn't make sense. This looks like the scene in New York. Kind of. The background looks like they're in New York. And obviously the other bit, they're at the Avengers HQ. It's very, well, not confusing. It's just, if you take it at face value, then it's not confusing at all. It's pretty basic. But if you question things, then that's where it gets a bit confusing. Whether this is actually someone being edited out. Is it actually Steve Rogers and Tony Stark shaking hands? Yo, Warstu bro, what are you on about? Well, just literally watch the scene. It's a bit weird to me. It's like a red herring. It's like, as Captain America, someone juiced up on super serum, really got that small hands. I mean, I'm not saying just because you got super serum inside you that you would have massive hands, but seriously, this scene is very misleading to me. It's just very dodgy how the camera focuses on the handshake. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below. And the next bit is pretty ridiculous, right? So we've got the Benatar looking like it's leaving Earth, and then it's going to go to warp speed if you watch Star Trek, or lightning speed. Yet the lights on the Benatar are still the same. I mean, come on, guys. If you're going to go at warp speed, surely the lights would change color or flicker or change somehow. And then we get the new Guardians of the Galaxy. We get Captain Marvel, Black Widow, War Machine, Thor, Captain America, and Rocket. Very interesting squad. Very interesting. The next shot, we get Thanos trying to, Tony Stark remembers that his boy Peter Parker is no longer with us, which we know he's coming back because there's obviously a Far From Home movie, and he's been in the promotional stuff. He's dusted, but according to most people, dusted and dead is literally the same thing when it's not, because if that was the case, Loki is the only person that isn't on the latest poster. Why is Nebula there? Because she's there, but Gamora was killed. She wasn't dusted, so dusted and dead isn't really the same thing. Tony Stark looks absolutely like he's aged 25 years. He looks like he's got bags under his eyes. In this shot right now that I'm going to overlay, he looks like he's had enough. And then we get a shot at what is Thanos' ship, the Sanctuary 2, which is very interesting because the next scene we see is Nebula and War Machine. Nebula look absolutely pissed. So this could be potentially where they are going after Thanos. But like I said, it's very confusing. there's a lot of CGI. There's a lot of things edited in and edited out to make it look very different. So we see Thor, and it looks like the same shot that we got where I said that he was going to Titan 2 to take out Thanos, which is very, this gets kind of confusing from a storytelling point of view. Then we get Rocket looking really sad about something. Then we see Captain America on the floor. So this scene is most likely not Titan 2. At first I thought it was, but he's already been attacked. Obviously, if they are in Titan 2, could Steve Rogers actually survive up there with the other, I guess you could say, the out-of-Earth atmosphere? There's no white suits in this trailer. Where the white suits at? If you've got a white suit, please stand up. So we get a better look at his shot and his Avengers outfit with a big A on the corner. Then Thanos appears. Now, yes, guys, this could be the Bifrost. Could be the Bifrost. Not really sure. Could be the Space Stone. But you got to remember it's blue, so yeah, it looks like the Time Stone. And then you got to remember the voiceover did say you could not live with your own failures. Where did that bring you? Back to me. And that's why initially on my reaction video I said it's most likely Titan 2. But if you look at all the debris around it and you overlay it with the first trailer, the second trailer, when it's literally confirmed that they will be attacking the Avengers HQ, it does very much look like it. And then you got to factor in the point that Iron Man wasn't actually with them in the ship, was he? Yeah, bro, but Warstu, you know, Iron Man could just fly there. Why would Iron Man fly from Earth to Titan 2 if that was going to be the case? And we get the OG, we get Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor looking like they're going to smash him. Now, I think this is the Avengers HQ smashed, but then you've got to look at the sky, the smoke. It's really hard to interpret. Has this scene been edited? Is it really Titan 2? But then the fact they've put his ship there, why would his ship just be sitting there? So it's a bit misleading, and then you got to remember that he retired at the end of Infinity War. So where is this picking up? Where is this actual scene? But what you do see is you see the Infinity Blade or the Infinity Sword just sat there. Really is just sat there. It looks like it's just sat there. Now, could this be after the attack on the Avengers HQ? Yeah, sure, it could be. But he says it led you back to me. Now, if it led him back to Thanos, then why would they leave the HQ if he was already at the HQ? So from a storytelling point of view, it can't be the Avengers HQ, or else they wouldn't be traveling, because it's very condescending and misleading, because obviously they show you the scene of the Benatar going somewhere, but it looks like the Benatar is in the exact same place where Tony Stark was stuck for, I don't really know how long, let's be honest. It probably won't be that long if he didn't have enough food and he was just about to die, and then all of a sudden he's not dead. So it's very, very interesting and very hard to pick out exactly where they are. Now, most people will say it's Avengers HQ or Titans 2. It could be Xandar. It could be anywhere. This could be a scene where they're going back in time to kind of replicate the stones. But it's a breakdown, guys. No one gets everything right. It's really hard to interpret every little thing. Now, it kind of does look like the Avengers HQ logo. It's busted up on the floor, but I haven't downloaded it. I haven't really turned the whole clip into images, so I haven't got stills, so it's very hard to interpret exactly where they are. But one thing for sure is this trailer's got nothing to do with Ant-Man, which is kind of like, are they trying to push you away from thinking it's Ant-Man? Now, the biggest takeaway for me, if you've made it this far, if you're part of the Team Warstu squad, is the Captain America and the Steve Rogers handshake. There's something off. These two have been at each other for years. Obviously, the world was fingered by Thanos. The world was decimated. But he's like, I trust you. I mean, why would you trust someone if they both couldn't agree to the Sokovia's chords, and that's essentially why they had a massive fight in Civil War? Or was it just to fill up a massive movie? You guys who followed the channel for a long time know I'm not a massive fan of Civil War. Civil War was decent, but they couldn't agree then, but now they can agree because the world's decimated. To me, it looks like someone has been CGI'd into that. Or it is an earlier version of Captain America, because it looks like in the backdrop that they are in New York. But like I said, guys, it could be absolutely anywhere. But this trailer was freaking awesome. We get to see Hawkeye's tattoos. He's got a pretty badass tattoo. That is the biggest Easter egg in the video. The tattoo. He's got a skull on his tattoo, on his arm, a sleeve. Pretty big ass. That is the biggest Easter egg in this whole trailer. So I really hope you kind of digest how much of an Easter egg that is. But it is pretty cool. And also, Captain America looking tiny, bro. I mean, yeah, he's still got a bit of a tricep pop in. But guys, he looks nothing like he did in the other movie. Did this serum stop working because for some reason the world was decimated, so the serum didn't work properly? I don't know. I'm just theorizing. Anyway, guys, let me know everything down below. Do you think it's Titan 2? Do you think I'm completely wrong? If you do, let me know everything down below, guys. I've tried to pick up on everything, tried to kind of put a little flair on it. I mean, you even see Thor eating some bread and drinking a soda. I mean, we haven't seen Thor eat since Infinity War, so that's pretty cool. Natasha seems to like the outside. She seems to like to stand in rain. Now, this could be the bit where she's hunted down Hawkeye and he's chasing the Skrulls like the Kuzo in Japan. So much could happen, and obviously, this could be scenes from the first 20 minutes. It could be towards the end. One thing for sure is the emotional hug with Pepper and Tony is probably the only real thing in this trailer. It's hard to tell because obviously you got to factor in the Iron Man. Why is Iron Man flying around randomly in the middle of the day? I mean, that just makes no sense. I mean, has someone attacked New York? Because they're definitely in New York for that, because you can see the backdrop. That is definitely a New York scene. Or is this a scene where he's looking for Captain America? Captain America wouldn't be randomly walking around New York, would he? Now, we know he's going to work as a counselor in this movie, essentially for veterans and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean he's going to be walking around New York randomly. And this shot where we get all of the Avengers, well, at least Avengers that are left, who are they looking at? I mean, is there some crazy Easter egg that I can't see? But this video is getting a bit long now, guys, but I like to break everything down fully. But like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you do want to enter the competition to win tickets for Endgame tickets, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below what is your favorite moment from any of the trailer, but talk about this trailer as it will be interesting. So, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.